Paramus, it's me, Miss Alexa, and I'm here outside on my very pretty porch to do a book talk. We're going to do two books today. I'm going to do Prairie Lotus by Linda Sue Park, and we'll talk about Clean Getaway by Nic Stone. Both excellent, diverse female authors, and we'll start with Prairie Lotus. Prairie Lotus is a new book. It is written, like I said, by Linda Sue Park. There's a picture of her right there. Linda Sue Park, if you don't know who she is a Newbery Award-winning author. She has written various books, all excellent. But I have to say, I think Prairie Lotus might be my favorite. If you like the Little House on the Prairie books, if you like books about the Midwest in the 1800s, this will be right up your alley. The author, Linda Sue Park, loved the Little House books when she was a girl, and as she grew older, she decided to write a book that had to do with that time of period, but also had a different character. And now this girl, her name is Hannah, and the difference that you would see between her and Laura Ingalls Wilder would be that Hannah is half Chinese. So during this time period, you did not see a lot of Asians living in the United States. And so she was going to face a lot of challenges. Hannah has a Caucasian father and she has a Chinese mother. Her mother has passed in this book, so it is just her and her dad. Hannah is just your typical girl. She wants to finish school. She wants to help her dad. She's an excellent dressmaker, so she's going to be helping her dad in the store. And the only problem she has is that she faces a lot of racism. And she gets called names, she gets made fun of. She has like a dangerous incident that happens in this book. And so she does have to overcome a lot of challenges, but it's a wonderful book, and she's a fantastic girl, and she does overcome those challenges. She does make friends. She does listen to her mother's voice, who is always in her head and in her heart, who had taught her so many things before she died. And she wants to continue the traditions that her mother taught her. She wants to be able to fit in without giving up who she is. And so that's very important. You're gonna love Hannah, and I recommend this highly. It is available on the Libby app. I just checked, it was available, but if it's not, go put a hold on it right away. And it is definitely for higher elementary and middle school. I would say more 4th grade and up. Just there was that one incident I told you about in the book. I don't want to give it away. That was a little scary for her, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. So Prairie Lotus, check it out. Okay, so the next book. This is called Clean Getaway by Nic Stone. Nic Stone is a very cool author. She wrote Dear Martin, a book we have in the young adult department. If you have not read that and you are able to, I would definitely pick that up. This book is called Clean Getaway, and it's about a kid whose name is Scoob, even though his name is William. But when he was a kid, he used to love watching Scooby-Doo when he was little. So the nickname stuck, and they used to call him Scooby-Doo, and now he's too cool for that, so you have to call him Scoob. So Scoob is a great kid, really smart, super good at computers, and he gets into a little bit of trouble at school, and so then he gets grounded, and he's home. And who pulls up in front of his house but his wacky, funny grandmother, and she pulls up in front of his house in this big RV and says, "Get in, kid, we're going on an adventure." And Scoob loves his grandmother. He loves her and thinks, this is great. Let me get out of this grounding and let me go with my grandmother. And his grandmother takes him on the adventure of a lifetime. What he doesn't know is that his grandmother is recreating a trip that she had always wanted to take with her husband and then her son, and she never did. And his grandmother is white. Scoob is black. And his grandmother was married to a black man during the 60s. So this is problematic in so many ways. at that time, and she wants to teach him what she went through and how hard it was for them. And one of the tools she utilizes to teach him is the Green Book, which I think a lot of you know what that is. And the Green Book was a book that African Americans had to use to know how to travel safely in the South. And she has a big map, and she wants to recreate this trip, and she takes him with her. So now he doesn't know a lot of what's going on. He doesn't know that there's some issues with his grandmother he's unaware of. But he learns a lot about his past. He learns a lot about his grandmother and his grandfather, who he never met. He learns about his own father, who has a lot of issues with the past as well. So this is all about the past coming to the present in the life of this 11-year-old kid, and the lessons he has to learn and does learn about how to cope with what's going on with him in the present. And it's great. It's funny. The grandmother's hilarious, and it gets a little like nerve-wracking and scary sometimes when they don't know what's happening. There are definitely some issues with race, obviously, in this book, even current day, where they experience some racism as a white grandmother, black grandson. And you know, it's great. It's a great book. It's a great eye-opening book. You learn a lot from it. You learn a lot about the past and the civil rights movement. It's fantastic. And so I have these two books, both really, really good books, both that teach you a lot about differences in our culture. And I know the middle schools in Paramus are doing books on diversity. And so if you want to add these to your collection of things that you are reading about right now, I say go for it. Grab them. They're on Libby. Download that app, find these books, and man, I had so much fun reading these books, let me tell you. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you guys for following our social media. And the library misses you, and we can't wait to see you guys in person again. And that's all I got. So goodbye, stay well, and I can't wait to see you again.